Detroit basketball.
Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about Mo Bamba. This has been a man who's been frequently asked for me to do a video on. In my comment section, people have been asking about my opinion on Mo Bamba, so I'm finally going to do a video on him. So please make sure you guys like the video. Today's like goal will be 100 likes, and please subscribe to the channel. That's the most important thing. I am so close to 4,000 subscribers. Like, I can literally taste it. I'm a few subs away, so please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit that goal by the end of this year. So let's talk about it, man. Mo Bamba and the Pistons. So the Pistons right now, we obviously all know that we are in dire need of a big man, someone to rim protect, someone to rebound a basketball. Losing Kelly Olynyk, having Isaiah Stewart as an undersized big, seeing Trey Lyles on the floor at times be our center. We obviously need a big man really badly right now. And Mo Bamba will be one of those options in free agency come this season. So let's talk about it, man. Mo Bamba is currently 23 years old. He's 7 feet tall and weighs 231 pounds. Now let me tell you guys the stats for Mo Bamba, okay? The stats for his entire career, he's averaged so far 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks. Now, I feel like a main reason why his stats are that low and why his stats aren't as high as other guys in his class is because for these past few years, he's been sitting behind Vucevic, okay? If you guys remember, Vucevic, before he went on the Chicago Bulls, he was the main guy on the Magic back when they were making the 7th, 8th seed in the playoffs, and they would go in and get beat by teams like the Raptors every single year, or the Bucks, or whatever team it was. Vucevic was the star for the Magic. So for these past 3 years when Mo has been in the NBA, he's been sitting behind Vucevic. So that's why his numbers are low. And finally this year, when he's finally been given a more prominent role, I believe he's been averaging 29 minutes per game so far this season. So in a more prominent role, he's been averaging 11 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Now those stats are obviously improved because he's in more of a prominent role. So it's really good to see off the bat, you know, just getting into this video, to see the improvement. Once he's been given more opportunity, he's been able to show himself a little bit more this season. Now we also have to talk about the kind of contract that he's on right now. So Mo, as I mentioned earlier, he's still only 23 years old right now. He is on the rookie deal. So what that means is that he is going to be a RFA this offseason, okay? So for example, if you guys don't know what that means, that basically means if we were to offer Mo Bamba a contract, the Orlando Magic still have the opportunity to match that deal and force him to come back to Orlando if the Magic will want to match the contract of Mo Bamba. So just keep that in mind as you continue to watch this video. He will be at RFA, okay? Whatever we offer him, the Magic can easily match it. Now I want to talk about the player Mo Bamba. You know, what type of player will we be bringing to the city of Detroit? And first, I'm gonna put the image on the screen right now. You know, this is from a scout. He basically talked about Mo Bamba. He said the talent is there, the potential is there, but the motor for Mo Bamba is a question mark. In my personal opinion, this is what I see when I think about a player like Mo Bamba, okay? He does give you some rim protection, okay? He's not near the top of the league or anything like that, but with his wingspan, with his height, with his defensive IQ, he does give you some rim protection. He does space the floor a little bit. He's a much better three-point shooter than someone like Isaiah Stewart or currently in the NBA, Luka Garza. Now I know that in general, I believe that Luka will eventually become a really good three-point shooter, but as of right now in the NBA, he's been kind of struggling shooting from the three-point line. So I would say that Mo is even a better shooter than Luka Garza at this current moment in time. And I don't remember the specific percentages, but I believe it's between 30 and 33% for Mo Bamba, his three-point percentage so far this season. So he gives you some rim protection. He can space the floor a little bit. He's an efficient inside scorer. And then the last thing and the most important thing is his physicality, okay? Over these few years in the NBA, only 3 years in the NBA for Mo Bamba, he has built up some muscle, man. He's a really stocky, bulk dude now. And he's still young. He still have room and ability to grow his muscle. So right now, the physicality for him is something that I think is really big. Massive potential there to get even better, which is crazy because already being 7 feet tall, 231 pounds, with the ability to add more muscle, really scary, man. So the potential there from Mo Bamba and his physicality is something that's massive, man. So he gives you solid rim protection, floor spacing, efficient inside scoring, and the physicality of someone like him. Now, if I were to talk about the negatives, I would say this, okay? Even for someone his size, he has athleticism, but he's not someone who I believe who would necessarily be a great lob threat on this team, because on the Magic, he just hasn't really been that. When he scores the ball, it's just him scoring. It's not necessarily him getting in pick and roll situations and being a lob threat. Now, maybe that's because in Orlando, they don't have the type of point guards that we have here in Detroit. You know, we have Killian Hayes, we have Cade Cunningham who can dish out the ball. Now, maybe when he comes to Detroit and gets in pick and roll situations with those two guys, maybe they will help him catch some lobs, catch some oops, and maybe he will be effective there. But so far on the Orlando Magic, he hasn't really shown the ability to be a true lob threat. So that is something that will be a question mark. But at the same time, with us having Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham, I'm sure that they could feed him the ball and have success in pick and roll situations with Mo Bamba. Another thing that we do have to mention is injuries, okay? He's had injury issues in the past. I believe he's missed so far 1 game this season due to an injury. And then also you have to think about a guy who's 7 feet tall, 230 pounds. I just mentioned that he could get bigger. He could add on more muscle. So you have to think, man, a guy that tall, carrying around that amount of weight, you have to expect injuries playing at the highest level of basketball, the highest level of competition, the physicality of the game, the speed, just everything, man. And if we're looking at an entire career for someone like Mo Bamba, let's say he were to play for 5-10 more years, I'm going to expect a lot more injuries for someone like him, especially as he gets older. So injury issues is obviously going to be a concern. My next point will be that there are possibly better options out there, okay? We could look at a big in the draft, or we could look at a big in free agency. Now, I will be doing more videos on other big men that we could possibly target, but I just wanted to mention that, why will we necessarily go after one guy like Mo Bamba when we could possibly go after someone in free agency or get someone in the draft? That is something that you have to keep in mind. He's a good option, but there might be other better options out there. And then the last thing that I want to say is that, well, it's not necessarily a negative point. I guess it's a positive point. But I think that someone like Mo Bamba could end up being like a Christian Wood type or a Jeremy Grant type for us if he did come to the Pistons. And what I mean by that is when those guys came to the Pistons on their previous teams, they didn't really have much success. Their stats were low. They just weren't really performing, didn't get much opportunity on their other teams. But once Christian Wood came here and once Grant came here, they came and they balled out and had immediate success on the Pistons. A change of scenery really did benefit those guys. So for someone like Mo Bamba coming to the Pistons, a new team, that may benefit him to a way that he could possibly have a Jeremy Grant, Christian Wood type of season. So that's basically everything, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Mo Bamba, and leave in the comment section below also what other players do you want me to do videos on. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 3K, and I'm out.